Being raised in the small town, we used to use the fire just to boil water. But when you move to Gauteng, you get surprised when you open a tap and find that there is a hot water coming from the tap.
I always wanted to be an artisan. I always wanted to work with my hands. I was introduced to Nedbank 8360, which is a plumber's program.
They say if you're working with hands, you can never go hungry. So I was glad to get that opportunity.
At Nedbank Insurance, we started the ESD program to really bridge the gap between unemployed youth and the services required by Nedbank Insurance as a business. We looked at our client claims patterns, and one of the patterns that stood out there was the continued growth for demand for the plumbing skill.
The Nedbank program was designed to specifically create opportunity for suppliers who were startups coming into the insurance environment. The idea was to equip them to settle insurance claims initially for Nedbank, but after a few months of operation, enable those companies to be able to service other insurance companies and other customers. Because we had taken candidates who weren't yet qualified in plumbing, we needed to qualify them technically. We also, at the same time, needed to prepare them for business.
There was really two phases that we had to focus on to ensure that our learners were market ready. Phase one, it was really around getting them technically qualified and making sure that they're compliant to do business for us.
They were training technically and then working in the workplace with people. And then once they had qualified, they're now members of a professional association, and they also have developed their own business plan.
We were lucky to have mentors in every department because we didn't know anything about plumbing, we didn't know anything about finance.
One of the important parts of the construct for the program was that they could earn whilst they learned, which would translate into them investing in their business. So they were able to purchase a vehicle with a deposit for the vehicles. They were also able to purchase their tools and equipment for the business.
The second phase really around getting them ready was developing a rollout plan that teaches them whilst they are interacting with our clients.
They took us step by step and make sure that we understand what we are doing.
Each and every day we're learning new things. Now we are our own business owners. Nedbank gave us this opportunity.
One of the critical highlights for us was that they would be able to meet the service level agreements that they had signed. And if they could do that, they would be able to open up from Nedbank into other insurance companies. And they have done that, and they have earned their merit on these panels, which for us is just amazing, because that means they not only are meeting the installation and quality standards, but they are also scheduling their work well, they are communicating well with customers.
When I see a real deal grow and become successful and become everything that I never thought I can achieve in my life.
I'm incredibly honored to have witnessed their growth and such a deep satisfaction and joy for what they have developed for themselves. So proud.
This program offers Nedbank Insurance a significant opportunity to make an impact, supporting and nurturing previously disadvantaged businesses and really being intentional about what we set out to do as a brand, putting purpose into practice.